This video was not intended for children. Hello everyone, this is Isaac.
This is Darren.
And we are
True Masters and Morons playing Vampyr, and if this is not the last episode, I will call BS.
I will be astonished.
Behold, curtains.
Your sword, Father. You have nothing to.
Why does he even have a sword?
Did he? Oh, he just hasn't drunk anything in so long.
Shall we abandon this then? Shall we lower our heads?
No. Never. You taught me that.
Oh, he does not look well.
Nope.
Blood is approaching. Old but young.
Oh, wow. He can tell you're there, even though he's like half blind.
Yeah.
Not, eyes aren't even open.
No, Father. He is a friend. Please, rest. I'll take care of it.
Caution, Elizabeth. Deceit runs through these veins.
I know, Father.
Yours or ours?
Mine.
What took you
Or
so
both.
long, Jonathan?
You didn't exactly leave me any clues, lady.
Right?
Is this really him?
Yes.
I'd appreciate it if you put down the
This
sword.
is William Marshall, 1st Earl of Pembroke, servant of 5 mortal kings, former regent and saviour of England.
Put the
greatest
sword down,
man who ever
Elizabeth.
lived,
Right.
according to some.
And you called him father.
We read the book.
He gave me eternal life.
But they don't expect you to read it, so they have to tell you anyway. Because that's how this
Yeah.
game's
So
been.
many questions, Elizabeth.
You always had questions, Dr. Reed.
Now that I stand before you both, in this vault, I know not where to begin.
We still have a few minutes left.
Before...
Until...
Why did you flee here?
When you told me I was the healthy carrier, I had nowhere else to go.
You
I mean, you
mean
could have stayed
had to
there,
return
but-
to the real source of this scourge.
Yes, to end it once and for all.
Ah.
Will you go back to London?
No, Jonathan. I do not intend to.
And what of your daughter?
Charlotte is a strong, independent woman who's about to come into money.
Because I just quote-unquote died.
Right.
Future.
Where are we? What is this place?
This is the Ashbury estate. I inherited the title when I purchased the castle.
Ah.
Is this your retreat? Something of a secret place?
It's more of a sanctuary, really. This is where I take care of my father. Ever since he became unwell.
Who apparently has never tried to bite or successfully bitten you since. Or it makes you immune, I don't know.
Are you not afraid someone might discover you here? It's not that hard to find.
Do not assume that I would hesitate to silence anyone who tried to reveal my secret.
Yeah, not really surprised by that statement.
It has rarely come to that.
Camera pans down to the sword in her hand.
I know, right?
Held in a very familiar fashion.
Disaster. This creature that Harriet Jones had become. The epidemic is no more, and London will recover. In time.
Yes. You did well, Jonathan. You truly saved the city.
Yes, we did. Despite all obstacles. I'm truly convinced we did it together, Elizabeth.
I cannot bear knowing I was the cause of all this.
Get over it.
Through the use of my own blood.
No. This catastrophe was the result of unethical experimentation. And the will of a creature so inexplicably evil, she exceeds all the terrible wonders I have seen since my death.
But it was my
I'll give you
blood
that.
all along.
Yeah.
My corrupted blood of hate. The poisoned blood of my father. A healthy carrier. That's all I am.
And what exactly does that mean to you?
Right?
That's all I am. It's like, oh,
Why are you
congratulations.
hiding William Marshall?
So are
How
women
can I
who are
not
colorblind.
love him?
Or carry the gene.
Sacrificed himself
Yep.
by giving me the only dose of antidote he had.
I could make another one.
Right? I know how.
Gave you the antidote.
Yes,
They're hard ingredients to find, but I can get more.
He knew he'd have to be confined here, and yet he volunteered. That's how great a man William Marshall was, and still is.
So we're gonna lock him up, and we'll go find stuff.
Right?
Do for him.
I visit him as often as possible. I paint the landscapes he will never see again. I feed him with my blood.
Yeah.
You barely sustain yourself on the weak blood of the dying, yet you give him your blood?
After
It's
he
true, you are
saved
the best
me
fed
from
person in this room.
feed, he said the same.
I have not made that promise as of yet.
Dangerous?
What do you think? He is a thirsty Ekon who has not fed in
So yes.
centuries. An elder vampire driven by an urge to kill and spread the blood of hate.
So yes.
No redemption, then.
And yet he thinks he has been offered immortality by the angels to protect the
Yeah, that's a weird
feeble
one.
and to smite the unholy.
Yeah, who sees Blood Daddy and thinks,
thinks,
this
"It's
is
an
the
angel."
angel Michael?
It's an
No.
angel of God. It's like, yeah. So you and Dr. Hayden need to have a talk, because you
Right.
get
A
along.
noble knight who saved and raised me. But you know, the malice never fully leaves his eyes.
We could cure him.
Cure him.
Thank you.
Too late. The blood of hate has run for too long. The antidote would not work on him.
Do you know that, or do you... Okay.
Believe me, I
Okay.
Okay. I'm like,
Did
do you
you
know
use-
that, or are you assuming that?
Did you use penicillin, since apparently it's better?
Right?
William Marshall infected you. He is the true original carrier.
Yes,
Well, not the original, but the original still around.
saved me by sacrificing himself.
Saved you? How?
The tears of angels. The cleansing of impure blood by an older, more powerful blood. It worked on me, did it not?
Oh, that gets more complicated the stronger you are. All right, good to
Yep.
know.
Definitive key to our species. Scowls.
Does that mean it would work for
cleansing,
you?
Lineage. Do you really think it worked?
No, I don't think
has
I think my blood is too old, but
I
anything
was
newer
nothing
than
but
me
a
it would work
beast
on.
Who took pleasure in slaughter.
That's right, because you did have to
Roamed
take
across
it.
Europe,
Otherwise, if
reaping
it
my
would
bloody
work, you wouldn't have
crop.
needed that. Okay.
It was the
Yeah.
blood of hate. But my father's antidote cured me.
Who are you really?
Really?
How could I answer that? I went through many lives and identities to reach this day.
Yeah,
To
this
you,
one. That's how you answer
I
that.
am
You are a
Elizabeth
person.
Ashbury,
Right?
Answer the
and
question.
That's all I wish to be.
You notice he never gets pissed off at her for stupid questions.
I know, right?
I need to know more. I respect your desire for privacy.
Here's the thing. I, the player, really want to know more. I'm gonna go with the Jonathan route, though.
I
Yeah.
understand.
I like that that's
I
the Jonathan
respect
route.
your desire for privacy.
Thank you.
You can tell me later, because it's the end of the game, and frankly, it doesn't matter.
Right?
How did you meet William?
We're either going to kill you right now or have a long time together, so whichever.
Found me.
Yep.
He saved me from certain death by making me his progeny.
Why did he choose you?
Why did
We
he
already know
choose
the
you?
answer because we read the book. but,
Because
you
we
know,
read the thing.
You should ask him that. I like that it's like, nah, if you read the book, you know.
Yep.
Did you ever blame him?
Not
No,
even when
unlike
he
you, I'm
was
not a whiny
infected
bitch.
and bit me.
Right?
That's not true. I just am a whiny bitch about other things.
He raised me. He taught me how to.
He taught me how to behave.
Yeah, I didn't have
Blood
that.
Daddy would, like Blood Daddy would have if you opened your ears.
What do you mean?
You know my feelings towards you, Elizabeth. But you left without a word. So I'm worried about your feelings towards me.
I love you, Jonathan. I've loved you since the moment I saw you rescue poor Mr. Hampton in that filthy slaughterhouse.
Okay.
Getting the danger as you turned your back, like the newborn fool you were.
Yeah, they shoehorned that in real hard.
No,
Yep.
Jonathan. The William Marshall myth lies at the heart of so many hostile plans. I could not risk jeopardizing his safety.
So why did you come here? You knew I would follow you.
And again, points at the sword.
Because I know now the blood of hate is still in my veins. No one but I can put an end to this tragedy.
I can help you. You can trust me, Elizabeth.
I know.
And you have the vampire zombie just over that corner staring at us like,
The whole time.
This is my duty.
Would your protege agree to speak with me? I have so many questions.
Is that
protege?
what?
That's not what
No, no,
protege means. That's the
Protege. Protege. Not protege. Protege. The dude who you are the
protege of.
not protege, but the other thing.
Yes.
It's another word for progenitor, I would assume.
You really are William Marshall.
I don't think so.
You served
I could be
Richard
wrong.
the Lionheart.
I'm
and
pretty
his
sure that
brother,
is used
King
wrong.
John. It is such a privilege to meet you.
I did in my day. Come closer if you want to speak.
Nope.
My hearing it used to be.
I think your hearing is fine.
Like, nope.
I found your research on the antidote. The tears of the angels. What ingredients did you use?
Once I understood what the ingredients were, I used the tears of King Richard and the pure blood of the valiant Boadicea.
Wow.
Wow.
I,
King Richard and Boadicea.
because I'm old.
Right?
It took me many years to locate their hiding place. Then I had to learn the formula. If I recall, it belonged to an ancient brotherhood. The Order of St. Paul, I believe.
And did it work?
Yes.
Oh, look at her.
Tears cleansed my poor Elizabeth's blackened heart. It was such a blessing to see her smile again.
I was expecting more.
I found
Yeah.
and defeated the disaster that was threatening to smite London. You should know that the city is safe for now, Sir William.
I
And
barely
may
care,
call you
dude.
brother? Did you resist its poison? Even a scratch from a beast so evil could endanger you. and
Yes,
all
thankfully
those
I
you
learned from your issues and
Right.
I inoculated myself beforehand.
You also defeated one in 1666. Who was it?
She was a malicious witch who spread plague throughout the city with her army of rats. She had been hiding in a bakery in Pudding Lane for months when I finally found
It's such a innocuous sounding place.
I know, right?
A bakery on Pudding
We
Lane.
fought for hours. In the end, I had to lock her in St. Paul's Cathedral.
Can you imagine
and
doing a
burn
fight in
the
this game
building
for
down.
hours?
Right.
I wanted to be sure she was destroyed.
No, I'm pretty sure
Blood of
Protege
hate.
is student, and
How does it affect you?
Yeah, then they just messed up.
Do you feel it now?
The blood
she would
of
be her.
hate,
She would be his protege.
nothing more than a sneeze, really. A sneeze held for so long, you could blow a fortress down if you released it.
Damn.
Don't give him blood, God.
Right?
Queen. What of her?
What do you know?
You met her, did you not?
Just once. But she never ceased to sing to me. I love her song. It's a song of blood and war. I only wish she would sometimes let me rest.
Oh.
Do you know who she is?
I don't want to discuss this in front of my sweet Elizabeth.
Why?
For a time, she too could hear the red song. The steps she danced to its melody brought pain upon the world.
That's not an answer.
Nope.
I would
Because
like
she
to
was
ask
hit
you
by it
about
once, so knowing who it's from is like a...
What about them?
Considering your experience, please tell me what you know.
They are
You're being very
terrible
vague,
creatures.
Jonathan.
I have seen and fought many in my time. Foul temptresses with sharp claws and shrieking beaks.
Yeah, so vampires are a different thing in his
I've
head.
never seen such a creature. What are you talking about?
Of course you've never seen a creature like them. Vampires are deadly, swift, and implacable.
Where did you encounter such?
He's so bad at giving answers.
Time I saw
Yep.
one was in a Celtic temple near Salisbury. A terrible and god-forsaken place full of ghosts and pestilence.
Ooh.
Do you remember Murden, your maker?
Only God is my maker.
No, it totally is.
For he
Murden,
created everything on
Merlin,
this
and
earth.
Morgan.
He blessed me with eternal life through his
That's funny.
archangel, Michael.
And then yeah,
Murden. Michael. Is a
um,
vampire. He made you a blood
King Arthur.
creature of the night.
Yeah,
Blood.
that's pretty great.
I used to drink it from the throats of the unworthy.
The throats of the unworthy. Oh, so he too had a
when I
box of
was
donuts.
punished for my deceit.
yep.
During my penance, I rely entirely upon my sweet Elizabeth.
We know
Tell me
the answer to
about
that
it.
question, but we have to ask anyway.
Yeah, we have to go through it.
I do not wish to discuss it.
Please.
Good.
I need to know what the blood of hate is.
Yeah, it's like good. We already
How is
read it.
Transmitted.
After defeating the disaster in St. Paul's Cathedral, I returned to my retreat, infected. This is where my sweet Elizabeth found me, for she heard my pain from across the sea.
That's impressive.
Where is
Yeah.
this retreat you mentioned?
In London, under Temple Church,
Yep.
beneath my empty tomb. I always loved to sleep there while listening to the bell above.
That's
So
nice.
the
That's nice.
the place where his sword was.
Yeah, or rough
Yeah.
thereabouts anyway.
What happened then?
The blood of hate had twisted me into a rage-filled man. I attacked my progeny and infected her too. Forgive me, Elizabeth.
Yes, we know.
I failed you.
You bit her again. Is that how she was infected with the disaster's blood?
Yes, he literally just said
I
that.
understand now.
Like, literally just said that.
And I fell to my knees, begging for forgiveness. I swore I would find a way to make things right.
Why did they even give us that book?
I know, right?
How did you meet Elizabeth?
Times were tough. I had awakened to protect the land from a new plague. I heard her sing for her dead family. Singing for her death to come. I chose to save her.
When was that?
When
18
was that?
something?
It was
I think
so
was the
Right.
earliest one.
ago. A few years after Elizabeth of England and Catherine of France established their alliance against Spain.
What did you do?
I raised her as my progeny. After she left to see the world, I rebuilt her deceased parents' inn. Owned it as William Thorne for a time. Those were good years.
Okay.
Did you really sacrifice?
Tell us about how you
yourself?
sacrificed yourself,
That
even
was
though
the only
the
righteous
evidence is still
path.
here.
The blood of hate made me betray her. I am at peace here. I can think about what I've done and how I failed.
Do you want to be cured?
Do you not want to be cured?
No. This hunger is mine. I
Yeah,
would feel
Yeah.
empty without it.
that's an uncomfortable
It's
situation.
been part of me for so long. All I want is quiet. Silence.
You agreed to be confined here then?
Yes. Once I was sure she was cured, I asked to be locked down here. I deserve it. The world needs it.
Okay. We could set you
You
free!
free. Let you out. Isn't that what you want?
I pray for the day.
I just told you it
Sky
wasn't.
Again.
Right.
I have all but forgotten it.
But now he's changed his mind.
I I could walk and do so many things beneath the stars. But I doubt it will be wise to release me.
Then will you stay here?
Unless we, cured
Elizabeth
you.
told me it will not be long now. I cannot wait to feel the sweet caress of her hand on my cheek after so long as she releases me.
Stab.
Yup.
Has the time come?
Yes, Father.
Why not unleash me then? To see the sky a final time.
Sure, sunlight. Let's do this.
Already are the sky, and all its stars.
I'm not defeated,
Okay.
for I welcome the sword you bear. For it is mine.
You were never defeated, my lord.
Rough.
Stab.
Decapitation, bro.
Yeah, yeah.
Farewell.
I wondered if that was going to be effective in this with this version of them.
We knew it was. There was a thing we read about.
And to you also.
I believe you. It's been a while.
What do you mean?
I can't stand what I've become. This healthy carrier. as
I'll
you
get
put
over it. It's been that way for as long as you've been
The
sane.
flames will purify the poison that runs in my veins.
No! I won't allow this to happen.
Rawr.
I am death, Jonathan. Wherever I go, I can't stand it.
I am Dr. Jonathan Reed, champion of Murden, chosen to save England from the
I love how he embraces that because he's like, no, I need you to not die.
What do you mean?
We are creatures of blood, Elizabeth.
Aha!
Everything about us is in our blood. With time, I could perfect the antidote William Marshall gave you. Trust me, for time is on our side.
I'm just going to interrupt my own little rant here.
That is a risk I cannot take, Jonathan. I won't bring another such disaster into this world.
Elizabeth, no. Trust me. I can save you.
How could I trust you, Jonathan? How could I take such a chance?
I'll stay here with you then. As long as we must, until I find a cure.
You have no idea what you're talking about, Jonathan. Despite his madness, William was strong enough to starve for centuries. I doubt we can do the same.
We will lock ourselves down then. I'll get all the material I need and I'll perform my research here with you until you're cured.
Are you mad?
And I'll bring,
Who would
like,
take
you
care
know,
of us?
12
Who would free us if it
convicts,
takes
death row.
decades or more?
Old Bridget will take care of us.
Oh, okay.
You are
That works.
serious, aren't you? You really are ready to do this.
I love you, Elizabeth. I can do this. Please, stay with me.
I believe you. This is crazy, but
This is crazy. The staying alive to get a cure is the craziest thing that's happened in the last 5 minutes.
So the super
Sorry.
evil ending, I assume, is she says no, fuck you, and jumps in the fire?
Yeah, so there's 3 endings. You got the middle one. You got the evil ending is she just dies somehow. I assume she goes into the fire without you.
Yeah, I would assume she just doesn't believe you and jumps into the fire.
Yeah. You then go all morose and go straight up. Oh, here we go.
Called by this song. Child born from darkness, whose path he must find. Now the song is sung, and your path chosen. England is safe, for you have prevailed. I bid you farewell, my champion, bittersweet. You found yourself a newer quest, and so I leave you to it. My queen sleeps once again.
Oh,
and I'll soon join
that was
her
a computer.
slumber, until alas she
Oh, was it?
rises, woken by the hunger never fed.
So they're there for a while.
Yeah, so they sit in the castle in this middle ending. They sit in the castle, presumably forever until they figure out a cure. Worst ending, she dies. He gets all morose and goes on a murder spree because it's like, it doesn't matter.
Because yeah, and that's the evil one. And I assume the good one, based on that, then is he is pure enough to just use his blood to cure her.
I'm not positive about that part, but the two of you travel the globe. So either you're traveling and looking for a cure and she's okay, or you are able to cure her. I'm not sure which.
Okay. Well, I'll tell you what, I am a lazy fuck who doesn't like walking, so I like that ending.
Oh yeah, but I mean, presumably if they're walking around, they can eat, so there's that. I don't believe there will be anything, but we'll skip to the end of this in case there is something. We'll see you guys in just a second.
Yeah.
So yeah, you just agree to travel the world while looking for a cure versus sitting in the corner.
Sitting in the corner. I'd rather sit in the corner. Because you will find a cure. It will happen. They are immortal. It will happen. Even
Apparently, in both versions, you're not eating, so it's whatever, I guess.
Yeah, exactly. So it's easier to not eat when you're not around anyone.
It's true. Like there's advantages and disadvantages to both, but that's about it.
Yeah. Well, everyone, that's it. That's Vampyr. That is 55 episodes of Vampyr.
Full disclosure, we thought we'd be done 2 episodes ago.
Yep.
Nowhere in our brains should we think, oh yeah, this castle will take 2 episodes.
By itself. So yeah, that was Vampyr. It was pretty cool. Like, I liked it.
Yeah, it was fun. Jonathan's lack of investigatory skills annoyed me, but other than that, it was pretty good.
Yeah, I honestly forgot. Go ahead.
Go for it. You forgot.
I honestly forgot that we were this close to finishing this before the day, so we haven't asked the Discord, we haven't talked to anyone, so...
But to be fair, by the time this comes out, we'll have had like a month, so
yeah,
the decision
exactly.
will have been... By the time you're seeing this, a decision should have been reached on what we're doing next.
Hopefully.
So we'll see that next week, whatever it is, but that's the future for all of us right now.
Yeah. Yeah, thank you all so much. Yeah, hope you all enjoyed it like we did. That last book and the one with the sword that was next to the sword. Those were probably the 2 most insightful lore bits in this game.
Behold, world background story that you've been probably needing for context this whole game, but hey, it's vaguely detective-ish, so you couldn't have it early on. That would just give you too many answers.
But yeah, thank you all so much for joining us on this long journey here, and we look forward to playing whatever it is we're gonna play next. Join us for our other Let's Plays. We have Doom, we have Star Wars, we have Darksiders, and we have Pokemon.
I don't know, maybe we won't have Darksiders either, who knows?
We might not have Darksiders either, yeah, now that I think about it. And I was also like, and unless we continue with the DLC, we might not have Pokemon either, actually.
That would be so funny if we're just like all new stuff by the time this comes out. Like, boom, three new shows going. But yeah, you'll know more about that than we do by the time you're seeing this.
By the time this is visible to everyone else, yeah. Thank you all so much for joining us today. If you want to see more of any Let's Plays, lores, etc., let us know what it is you want to see in the comments down below. And in the meantime, this has been
True Masters and Morons signing off. We'll see you this time next week with a new show.
Ba-dum-ba.